The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Welcome to the Arena Central. May I take your order, please?
Yeah, I want. Do not go! Do not fight! Do not shoot us! Light the river! Do not put you in the NATO!
You want Bill Sperm with that?
No!
Calling the Red Pill Wolfpack, please assemble at 0800 hours. What's going on, soldiers, warriors? This is the Dark Loner, aka Whispered. Before I start, if you can get what movie my intro was from, you get the $15 gift card. Anyway, I'm doing my last video of the year, and I'm calling this one The Vision. And I've been thinking about this for a long time. I first want to say I appreciate all the guys that have subscribed to me. I do not make this channel for myself, but I make it for men out there that can easily do what I'm doing. And I just do it a different way. My vision of what this page is becoming is you guys are making it possible. And I appreciate everything. And I want to first say that anybody that listens to me, welcome to the family. Everybody's welcome. I'm not going to be one of those asshole guys that disrespect your comments, even if you disagree with me. I appreciate everything. Later, I'm going to show you a clip of one of the greatest movies ever made. The movie called The Warriors. This movie came out, I think, late 70s, and this movie had a deep impact on me and how this page goes. And I want to see if you guys know where I'm going with this. Let me give you a rundown. This clip is Osiris, and he's giving a speech. And what I want you to watch is not necessarily listen to what he's saying, but watch the crowd and see where you think I'm going with this, because this had a profounding and lasting, and it resonated with me for a long time. So check out this clip.
Can you count, suckers? I say the future is ours. If you can count. Come on, Cyrus, we're with you. Go ahead, bro. Now look what we have here before us. We've got the Saracens sitting next to the Jones Street Boys. We've got the Moon Runners right by the Van Cortlandt Rangers. Nobody is wasting nobody. That is a miracle. And miracles is the way things ought to be. You're standing right now with 9 delegates from 100 gangs. And there's over 100 more. That's 20,000 hardcore members, 40,000 counting affiliates, and 20,000 more not organized, but ready to fight. 60,000 soldiers. Now, there ain't but 20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Well, as you see, again, that's just a small snippet of The Warriors. That movie is so awesome. And I saw this movie, kind of give you a background, maybe about 15, 20 years ago when I was like in high school. And I was like, you know, at the first glance of the movie, you're like, oh man, this is cool. You know, gangs chasing another gang. But then I watched it again. I'm like, wait a minute. And in Osiris's speech, with the first thing I noticed wasn't necessarily what he was saying, but I looked at the crowd. You had white guys that looked like skinheads. You had black guys. You had Spanish guys. You had guys with painted faces. You had guys that were Indian. You had all these men in the same place. And what was there an absence of? There was not one woman in the whole place. Now, but when I watched it, I was like, wow. All these different races, all these different guys, all these different ages are in the same place, not fighting, and cheering for the same vision. And it was like Osiris's vision to get all of us the power that we would wield if all of us saw the same way. I mean, and I was like, damn. Then I watched it again. And I was like, wow. I just could not stop watching this scene. Because I was like, I never would think a guy that looks like, in the skinheads in the movie, just to give you a kind of quick spoiler, I'll call the Trumbull ACs. And what's cool about them is they're a bunch of skinheads, but they all are different colors. Black, white, Spanish, they all got their heads shaved. So I took Osiris's thought and I thought about it in real life, and you know, thanks for movie clips for that. Let me use that one. I was like, what if men, all of a sudden, we just stop fighting each other? Like, just saw the same way. Like, if you saw a guy, you didn't see him as, oh, this fucking black guy, he's gonna rob me, or this white guy, he's a businessman, he thinks he's better than me. What if you didn't see a guy like that? What if you just saw him for what he was? A man doing and living the same, now even in different social economic situations, but doing the same thing I'm doing. He shits like I do, he has to piss, he has the same biological needs. Let me look at him like that, not like as what he has or what color he is or anything, just for what he was. And what if that guy and me were on the same page? I've actually seen that once in Seattle. I saw a guy, Seattle's probably my favorite place in the world, you know, that I've been. I saw a guy that was a punk rocker, had tattoos all over him, mohawk, standing next to a businessman, and they didn't look at each other. And I was like, I thought that was cool, because normally if you see that, the business guy would look at him and the punk guy would look at him. Like, but what if we saw ourselves just as what we were? And I've been obsessing over this thought for a long time, and you know, I just decided to do YouTube. And this, again, like I said, it's bigger than MGTOW. And I'm looking at, now I use woman a lot as an example, but when I told you about this page I'm going to do, it's called Men United Against. And the reason I say against is because whatever comes against us, if we stuck together, there'd be nothing. No, you know, you've heard this term, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's how I see it. You imagine you can, like a guy from, let's say, I don't know, Pensacola, Florida, visited England, and there was a way that you knew a guy was a red pillar, and he just kind of shook his head, and it was like family. You didn't have any issues or beef with this guy. You know, you didn't hate him, but you understood that we have a knowledge that most men don't. Living in the blue pill matrix world of, I'm gonna have sex and you don't have sex and you're nothing. It absolutely baffles me to hear. I hear guys talk about that. You know, he don't get any pussy. You know, man, I've had hotter girls than that. Like, that means, like, in the grand scheme, that means something. Because you had sexual intercourse with a significant number of women, that makes you more of a man than somebody who doesn't. How? What does that mean? Because you let women dictate who you are. Instead of us, the red pill army, we dictate what the fuck we want to be. Again, if you're 45 years old and you want to take up bowling, all power to you. There should be nobody that ever tells you you can't do shit. You're a fucking soldier. I'm not talking about in the sense of you've been in the army. Now, some guys that listen to me were in the army, but when you are a renegade. This revolution, what I'm talking about here, men having the right to do what they want, is never been done before. Since we were boys, and I said this in my other video, we've been trained to go to school. That's fine. Get a job, have sex, have 19 billion kids, and die. That is our ultimate goal. Are you fucking kidding me? And how many men, including your fathers and mine, have followed the same thing? And how many fathers have died before my mother? And I would wish death on anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But why do we follow that pattern? Who made that up? Why can't we choose to do what we want to do? If I want to freaking sail around the world like Christopher Columbus and I had the means to do it, why can't I do it? Why do I have to get in an argument? There should be nothing. I'm not talking about, Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt, but I'm saying your choices have been already predetermined because we've been socially conditioned to do what everybody says. Women have been socially conditioned, and I think biologically conditioned, to like a certain man. Although it was a lot easier back in the day, it's worse now. I don't even understand how a guy can try to date a girl these days. Because you're essentially dating a semen deposit. A prostitute. That's what men are marrying prostitutes every day and don't even know it. If your girl was straight up honest with you about what she's done before with you, who she's done it with, you'd be like, what am I doing? I'm going to do another video on that. It's a nice day for a black wedding, off the Billy Idol album or song. My man. But again, going back to Osiris, he had a vision of uniting all men anywhere, and we were all family. And you heard him say 60,000 of us, 20,000 of them. You do the math. Now, on our situation is so many of them. And when I say them, that can associate with anybody. That can be women, whores, religious fanatics, blue pillars, simps, manginas, white knight. If they're going against us, they're going to have a fight. I'm not rolling over for anybody, and my voice will last till YouTube is taken down. And every day I get guys, soldiers that join the family every day. I'm not talking about we're going to go out with M16s and start a militia. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about guys for the first time in history not fighting each other over someone's else ideology. I think about Vietnam, of all the guys that were 60,000 plus dead over an ideology that wasn't even given to them. It was given to them. They didn't choose. That's a generation of us gone that has been forgotten in the media. Remember Rambo? Remember Rambo 1? When Rambo came in and they treated him like some whack job when he was the one fighting for them. And this is the reason, again, I'll tell you from personal experience, I've seen guys go against me because they thought they can have sex with a girl that liked me. I didn't even care. But why? I've known you. Why would you turn on me for a 3-second orgasm that's going to last and you'll be done? What's the point? But that's how blue pill, that's how the Matrix teaches you. If you have sex with a girl, you are a man. If your dick if you're John Holmes, you are a man. If you make girls fall out and pass and throw their panties in your face, you are a man. I'm sorry. You're a pussy, because most of the time you do that, you're trying to get that. Real men don't have to do that. Most of the guys that listen to my page are men, are their own thinkers. They don't need, I'm not telling them anything they probably don't already know. The vision, fellas. 2014, as our year closes, I'm shedding. I'm keeping it simple now. If I work, I eat, I sleep. If I don't, I die. I'm keeping it simple, and I will never, and mark my words to the day I die, I will never go against any of you guys, any guy I ever meet, for ass. I will not do it. And I've had opportunities, but I don't even care. I've had opportunities to cheat with a woman who is married, but I will not do it. I will never go against my brother for a woman, ever. It will not happen. And anybody that does is a fucking piece of shit, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Excuse my French, or Latin. I don't know why people say excuse my French. But I won't do it. I have too much respect for my brothers. Whatever color you are, you come to my page, you are welcome. You are family. We are all in the same shitty ass world together, fighting against powers that are beyond our comprehension. And each and every one of you is a warrior, a red pill soldier. I want you to remember that. I'm serious. I'm not even bullshitting you guys. You guys, think about it. How decent men have been devalued. A man that goes to work every day, pays his taxes, eats when he wants to, occasionally catches a movie, watches football, plays video games. But you know what makes him less of a man? He doesn't have a woman. You've heard that before. He's incomplete. I'm not complete with that. Fuck. What? I'm incomplete. Who determines if I'm incomplete or not? Society? I'm not doing anything to bother anybody. You ever notice in movies, guys, that the guy who's a loner or is by himself always the one that gets killed first? Or if he doesn't have a woman, the guy that has the woman lives, when in reality it wouldn't be the case, because the guy would be trying to save his woman, and the red pill guy would just roll the fuck out or kill a guy and do what he had to do. It's just such a stigma against us, and I'm tired of it. I'm not letting woman or society shit on my ancestors' name. I'm not letting it happen. There are men who fought of all colors for me to bear the title of a man, and I'm not going to embarrass them by simping or kowtowing to a bunch of whores that have run amok, that are determining. I mean, like I said, I talk to guys. I go on a website called Pua Hate, and this is a sad website. I thought it was comical, but it's sad to me. It's a bunch of guys. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. It's a bunch of guys judging other guys on how they look, saying they want to be like another guy because he bangs a lot of girls. It's sad. You literally have men rating other men on a website and saying, man, if you look like this, you get more pussy. Do you see how the vag enslaves the mind? Again, any Mass Effect fan out there, the vag is the Reapers. That's what it is. It indoctrinates men's minds to think how the vag wants you to think. And unless you know this is what it does, you will be sucked in just like the rest of the simps and manginas and whatever they are. Metrosexual. That's another term I have an issue with. What the hell is a metrosexual? A straight gay man? A man that dresses gay? You see how all these terms have changed who we are? Folks, brothers, the vision, keep it in mind. Be your own person. Don't ever let anybody that comes against you, fuck them. You got my support. You come on my page, you got the support of my brothers. And if you see one of us, I'm going to actually think of a way this year. My ultimate goal this year, well, one of them, is to devise a way you can spot a red pill guy. I don't care if it's a badge that says RP at RPW, Red Pill Wolfpack. Whatever, it's stickers. This thing is going to get, I'm telling you, and not just me. It's not just me. There's tons of guys doing videos on this. Keep doing your videos on Default Law. Keep doing MGTOW videos. Keep doing them and get the truth out. That we're under attack. And we've been under attack for a long time. But this is a renaissance for my brothers and all of us. So, again, the vision. Happy fucking New Year's, brothers. Enjoy yourself. Don't drink too much. I will see you on the dark side. Peace.